On CBS's long-running soap opera The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer finds himself facing the most harrowing battle of his life. A brain tumor, once a silent threat, has begun to spread aggressively, robbing him of his emotional stability and slowly dismantling the calm and rational man he once was. Those closest to Liam, including Steffi Forrester and Dr. John Finnegan, are quick to notice the changes. Liam's once measured responses are replaced by fits of extreme agitation and uncontrollable outbursts. What was first dismissed as stress soon becomes impossible to ignore. Finn, both a doctor and a family member, recognizes the tragic reality. This behavior is consistent with the progression of Liam's illness. For a patient with a growing brain tumor, especially one left untreated or resistant to treatment, emotional volatility is not only common, it is expected. Amid the rising tension, Grace Buckingham, Liam's attending physician and a compassionate professional, takes it upon herself to try and anchor him. She approaches Liam not just as a doctor but as someone who cares deeply about his well-being. Grace encourages Liam to stay strong for the people who love him, particularly his daughters Kelly and Beth. She tries to remind him that even in the darkest moments, he still has reasons to fight, reasons to endure the suffering. However, Liam, increasingly consumed by the storm inside his mind, does not respond well. What should have been a comforting interaction spirals into violence. Feeling patronized and overwhelmed, Liam lashes out physically at Grace. His sudden aggression shocks everyone. Fortunately, other doctors are quick to intervene before anyone is seriously hurt. Nevertheless, the incident leaves deep emotional scars. Grace, once committed to doing everything possible to save Liam, now finds herself shaken to the core. Her fear and shock are palpable. The bond of trust between doctor and patient is broken, and Grace realizes she can no longer effectively care for him. This turning point forces Finn to step into action. Understanding that Liam's condition requires urgent and expert attention beyond what their current team can provide, Finn begins reaching out to top neurologists across the country. He knows time is critical. Finn is determined to find someone with the specialized knowledge and innovative treatment approaches that might offer Liam a fighting chance. This search is not just professional, it is personal. Finn cares about Liam, about Steffi's happiness, and about the well-being of the two little girls who adore their father. Through all of the turmoil, a sliver of peace remains for Liam, his daughters, Kelly and Beth. With them, the chaos inside his brain seems to momentarily subside. In their presence, he manages to find fragments of his old self. The love he feels for Kelly and Beth anchors him, calming the internal storms and giving him fleeting moments of clarity. To the outside world, Liam is spiraling. To his daughters, he is still their daddy, imperfect, but full of love. This tragic storyline underscores the devastating effects of terminal illness, not just on the patient but on everyone around them. Liam's deteriorating health creates ripples that affect his family, his caregivers, and his own sense of self. Finn's tireless efforts to find new treatment options reflect the desperate hope that even in the bleakest situations, something, or someone, might offer salvation. As the story progresses, the challenges will only deepen. Grace must come to terms with her shaken confidence, questioning her future in medicine after this traumatic event. Finn must balance his medical obligations with his personal relationships, navigating the emotional minefield of trying to save a man he sees as family. Steffi must prepare for the possibility of losing someone she has loved for years, while also trying to keep life stable for her children. Meanwhile, Liam's moments of lucidity with Kelly and Beth offer both heartwarming and heartbreaking glimpses of what could be lost. His fierce love for them stands in stark contrast to the violence and confusion brought on by his illness. The contrast between these two sides of Liam makes his journey all the more poignant. It is a brutal reminder that serious illness does not just affect the body, it strikes at the very core of who a person is. Finn's quest to find a specialist becomes a race against time. Every delay risks further deterioration. Every conversation with a top neurologist carries with it the weight of hope and fear. Innovative treatments, experimental therapies, even risky surgeries, nothing is off the table. Finn is willing to explore every possible avenue, refusing to give up until he has exhausted every option. At the same time, the family dynamic shifts. Steffi is thrust into a caregiver role she never wanted but embraces out of love. She must shield her children from the worst of Liam's episodes while maintaining a sense of normalcy at home. Kelly, old enough to sense that something is wrong, becomes clingier, more emotional. Beth, still young and blissfully unaware, offers Liam unconditional love that cuts through the fog of his suffering. Grace's withdrawal from Liam's case creates logistical challenges at the hospital. New doctors must be brought in, records transferred, new treatment plans considered. Trust, once broken, cannot easily be mended. Grace faces a crisis of confidence, questioning whether she can continue practicing medicine if she cannot emotionally withstand the realities of treating patients with terminal diagnoses. Her colleagues offer support, but the decision ultimately rests with her. Liam, in his lucid moments, is aware of what is happening to him. He sees the fear in Steffi's eyes, the forced cheerfulness in Finn's voice, the tension in Grace's withdrawn demeanor. It eats at him, causing deep waves of guilt and sadness. But the tumor's grip on his brain is relentless, dragging him back into confusion, anger, and fear. As the series continues, viewers are left wondering, can Finn find a miracle doctor who can save Liam? Can Grace heal from the trauma and continue her career? Can Steffi hold her family together as it threatens to fall apart? Most importantly, can Liam find peace, whether through recovery or acceptance, surrounded by the daughters who represent the best parts of his life? The Bold and the Beautiful does not shy away from tough storylines, and Liam's battle with his brain tumor promises to be one of the most emotional arcs the show has ever explored. It tackles the realities of terminal illness with unflinching honesty, the pain, the rage, the helplessness. But also with glimpses of the beauty that persists even in the darkest moments. Love, in its purest form, becomes a lifeline. Family, even when fractured, remains a source of strength. Liam's story is not just about the physical deterioration caused by cancer. It is about the fight to hold on to humanity when everything else seems to be slipping away. It is about how illness tests relationships, forcing people to confront their deepest fears and find reserves of strength they didn't know they had. There are no easy solutions ahead. No tidy resolutions. But there is resilience, compassion, and hope, the enduring themes that have made The Bold and the Beautiful resonate with audiences for decades. As the episodes unfold, viewers will witness a profound journey. Not just of a man facing his mortality, but of a community coming together, breaking apart, and finding ways to heal. Liam's legacy, whatever happens, will not be defined solely by his illness, but by the love he gave and the love he received in return. Next, we will dive into the dramatic twists and turns awaiting us on The Bold and the Beautiful for the week of April 28, 2025. This week promises intense confrontations, emotional revelations, and heated family debates that will keep fans on the edge of their seats. Let's explore the 3 must-see moments, reimagined with added depth, fresh perspectives, and intricate details, while reversing the order of the original content for a new storytelling flow. Forrester family feud, Ridge and Eric clash over love and loyalty. Kicking off our journey through this week's drama, we find ourselves in the heart of Forrester Creations, where a significant clash unfolds between Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., and his father, Eric. Their disagreement centers on a meticulously planned showstopper at the recent fashion show, a scheme designed to tug at Ridge's heartstrings. Eric, ever the romantic strategist, orchestrated a moment where Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, dazzled in a gown reminiscent of their past wedding in Portofino, hoping to reignite old flames. However, Ridge, bound by the weight of public scrutiny and the watchful eyes of guests and cameras, had no choice but to play along during the event. To do otherwise would have risked a media storm and tarnished the Forrester brand with scandal. Post-show, the tension escalates as Eric passionately argues that Brooke and Ridge, affectionately dubbed Bridge by fans, are destined to reunite. He envisions a future where their storied romance takes center stage once more. Ridge, however, stands firm, his voice resolute as he reminds Eric of the deep commitment he has made to Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. This isn't just a fleeting decision, it's a promise rooted in recent emotional reconnections with Taylor, whose presence has brought a renewed sense of stability to his life. Their debate isn't merely about romance, it's a battle of ideals, with Eric championing nostalgia and Ridge defending his current path. Will Eric's persistence chip away at Ridge's resolve, or will Ridge's dedication to Taylor prove unshakable amidst the family pressure? This confrontation sets the tone for a week of emotional tug-of-war at Forrester Creations. Liam's secret and Hope's growing suspicion. Moving to another gripping storyline, we turn our attention to Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, whose life takes a dramatic turn with a shocking health revelation. Liam is grappling with the possibility of a brain tumor, a diagnosis he initially refuses to accept, clinging to denial as a shield against the harsh reality. Medical confirmation looms on the horizon, promising to shatter his illusions and force him to confront his mortality. Amidst this personal crisis, Liam makes a significant change by adopting a new living arrangement, likely finding refuge with Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, known to fans as Shin. Speculation suggests he might settle into the guest house on their property, a secluded spot previously occupied by Paris Buckingham, Diamond White, offering him privacy yet proximity to trusted allies. Steffi and Finn, privy to Liam's health secret, become his silent guardians, shielding him from prying eyes while he navigates this storm. However, this arrangement doesn't go unnoticed. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, Liam's ex and a central figure in his past, stumbles upon the news of his relocation. Her curiosity is piqued, and suspicion brews as she questions why Liam would choose to live so close to Steffi. Is it purely for support, or does it hint at unresolved feelings between Liam and Steffi? Hope's mind races with possibilities, her protective instincts for their shared history clashing with her current life choices. This development adds a layer of complexity to their already tangled relationships, promising emotional confrontations and perhaps a re-evaluation of past bonds as Hope demands answers in the days ahead. Katie's fierce defense and Daphne's hidden agenda. Finally, we delve into a fiery encounter that promises to shake up the dynamics at Forrester Creations. Katie Logan, Heather Tom, known for her fierce loyalty and sharp intuition, finds herself in a protective standoff with Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, a Paris perfumer with her sights set on Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. Daphne, relentless in her pursuit, attempts once again to sway Carter, urging him to leave behind his past with Hope Logan and embrace a future with her. She boldly declares herself as his destiny, dismissing Hope as a mere chapter already closed. Her tactics include a stolen kiss, a desperate bid for Carter's affection, yet it yields no progress in winning his heart. Unbeknownst to Daphne, Katie witnesses this exchange, her ears catching every whispered word and her eyes noting every calculated move. Once Carter departs the scene, Katie seizes the moment to confront Daphne head-on. Her mission is clear: to shield Carter from potential heartbreak, a pattern he has endured too often with manipulative partners in the past. Katie's suspicions are fueled by something unsettling in Daphne's demeanor, perhaps a muttered confession or a sly remark Daphne believes no one hears. This moment of vulnerability exposes Daphne's possible ulterior motives, leading Katie to question whether Daphne is genuinely smitten or merely a pawn in a larger game orchestrated by Steffi Forrester Finnegan to disrupt Carter's ties with Hope. Katie's confrontation is nothing short of explosive as she accuses Daphne of acting on Steffi's behalf, labeling her actions as deceitful and opportunistic. The tension between the two women crackles with intensity, raising questions about Daphne's true intentions. Is she a heartbroken suitor or a calculated player in a corporate and personal chess match? Katie's protective fury also hints at her own unresolved feelings or deep-seated need to ensure justice for those she cares about, adding depth to her character's motivations. This clash is a pivotal moment, setting the stage for revelations about trust and betrayal within the Forrester circle. As we wrap up this preview, the week of April 28, 2025, on The Bold and the Beautiful is shaping up to be a roller coaster of emotions and strategic maneuvers. From Ridge and Eric's ideological battle over love, to Liam's health crisis stirring up old connections with Hope, to Katie's fierce stand against Daphne's questionable advances, each storyline weaves a complex tapestry of drama. Next, we will dive deep into the whirlwind of drama and intrigue set to unfold in the glamorous world of Los Angeles on The Bold and the Beautiful during the week of April 28 to May 2, 2025. This iconic daytime soap opera never fails to keep us on the edge of our seats with its unpredictable twists, heart-wrenching romances, and jaw-dropping revelations. As we gear up for another explosive week, let's explore the casting shakeups, storyline conclusions, and potential romantic entanglements that are poised to captivate fans. From departing guest stars to long-awaited returns, there's a lot to unpack, so grab your popcorn and let's get started on this thrilling journey through the latest spoilers. The upcoming episodes promise to tie up a major chapter in the ongoing saga of the fashion world, which has been a central focus of recent storylines. The Grand Fashion Show, a dazzling spectacle of glitz and glamour at Forrester Creations, is reaching its climactic end. This event has not only showcased stunning designs but also brought a host of temporary characters into the fold, adding layers of drama to the already tense atmosphere. As the curtains close on this storyline, several guest stars who lit up the screen with their presence will bid farewell to the City of Angels. Among them are reality TV icons Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag, whose larger-than-life personalities injected a fresh burst of energy into the show. Joining them in their exit is the charismatic TikTok star Markel Washington, whose brief stint left fans clamoring for more. Additionally, the young and the restless fan favorite Christine Blair, portrayed by the talented Laura Lee Bell, will wrap up her compelling crossover arc. Christine's interactions with the B&B characters brought a unique dynamic, blending the worlds of Genoa City and Los Angeles seamlessly. While it's bittersweet to see these vibrant personalities depart, their impact on the storyline has been unforgettable, leaving us to wonder if their paths might cross with the Forresters and Logans again in the future. Beyond the farewells, the week of April 28 to May 2 also heralds the return of a beloved character whose comeback is already generating significant buzz among the fanbase. Jack Wagner is set to reprise his role as the charming and complex Nick Marone, a character who has woven himself into the fabric of B&B history through his passionate relationships and intricate family ties. Wagner reportedly returned to the set in early April, and viewers can mark their calendars for his on-screen reappearance on Friday, June 13. Nick's re-entry into the chaotic world of Los Angeles raises a plethora of questions. What could possibly draw him back after such a long absence? Rumor has it that his return might be tied to unresolved emotions and past connections, particularly with Brooke Logan, who finds herself at a crossroads in her love life. Brooke, played with depth and nuance by Katherine Kelly Lang, is currently navigating the aftermath of her turbulent relationship with Ridge Forrester. With Ridge having seemingly moved forward with Taylor Hayes, Brooke's heart remains caught in a web of longing and uncertainty. Nick, who once shared a profound and tender romance with Brooke, could be the key to helping her heal from the lingering pain of her past with Ridge. Their history is rich with shared dreams and heartbreak, making the possibility of a reunion both tantalizing and fraught with complications. Will Nick's presence reignite old flames, or will it simply open old wounds? Fans are buzzing with speculation, eager to see how the storyline unfolds over the coming weeks. The emotional stakes are sky high as the latest episode, which aired on Friday, April 25, offered a glimpse into Brooke's inner turmoil. Her inability to fully let go of Ridge, despite his apparent commitment to Taylor, paints a picture of a woman torn between nostalgia and the need to forge a new path. The chemistry between Brooke and Ridge has always been a cornerstone of the series, a magnetic pull that keeps viewers hooked, episode after episode. Yet, with Nick's imminent return, there's a chance for Brooke to explore a different kind of love, one that might offer stability and a fresh start. Imagine the tender moments as Nick and Brooke reconnect, reminiscing about their past while navigating the challenges of the present. Could Nick be the one to finally help Brooke break free from the cycle of heartbreak that has defined much of her romantic journey? Or will Ridge's shadow continue to loom large, casting doubt on any new beginning? The writers have a golden opportunity to delve into these dynamics, crafting a storyline that could either heal old scars or create new ones. As viewers, we're left to ponder whether Brooke will take a leap of faith with Nick or cling to the familiar, yet painful, connection with Ridge. Adding to the excitement of the week, the revolving door of characters on The Bold and the Beautiful continues to spin, keeping the narrative fresh and unpredictable. This soap opera thrives on the constant ebb and flow of personalities, where departures pave the way for surprising returns, and every goodbye holds the promise of a future hello. The exit of the guest stars from the fashion show arc serves as a reminder of how transient fame and alliances can be in the high-stakes world of LA's elite. Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag, for instance, brought a touch of reality TV chaos to the polished halls of Forrester Creations, stirring up rivalries and sparking unexpected alliances during their tenure.